Hi, I'm Jim Kochevar. This is my friend Al Carpenter. We're the Minnesota Beach Boys. We like to water detect, and we've got our gear here, some of our finds here, and we want to tell you about them.
My name is Al Carpenter. I've been land detecting for about 18 years, and I started doing water detecting when I met Mr. Kochevar here, and he taught me all the moves, and so I've been doing that for about 4 years now, and loving every bit of it.
I've been detecting 26 years. This will be my 13th summer season of water detecting. We're wanting to present this to you because we're eager to get into the water, but the lake behind us, the ice just left about a week ago, so it's a little cold to get in.
It's an awesome hobby. It's a lot easier than land detecting for us old people. You don't have to bend over. There's no bending over when you're out water hunting.
That's
you
true.
Lift everything with the scoop. It's easy on your body.
Okay, we've got our gear here, and it's stuff that we've developed that we like to use over a period of years. When I first started out detecting, I wore shorts, tennis shoes, and a t-shirt. Problem with that is you can't stay in the water very long and you get numb. So we've advanced. We use wetsuits now.
I like the full wetsuit. You don't end up getting no bugs on you, no leeches, no bloodsuckers. It keeps you warm all day so you can stay in the water. We wear boots, neoprene boots. They're like booties, they're soft soles. Jim has a pair of hard soles over here. They both work good.
Mine are like tennis shoes on the bottom.
But they keep your feet warm. They keep your feet from getting cut up because there is glass and everything in the lake. And when you get done detecting at the end of the day, you should always double rinse out your zippers. If you get sand in them, they will not open back up or close the next day you go out. So it's very good to rinse them out with fresh water. We take our XP Deus. I've had this in the water now quite a few times, just shallow water, but I just invested in a water kit and we plan on hitting it real soon.
Yeah, I just bought the new ORX with the high frequency coil, and I'm really excited to try that one out in the water. We got the water kits for the detectors to make sure they're okay. We've got a couple different examples of scoops. Al, you can tell them about yours.
My scoop here, it's a carbon fiber handle, which is really nice to have. You don't end up breaking it all the time. It's a large scoop. It's called the Stealth Extreme. It's held up through the years for me. I've only had this carbon fiber for probably 2 years, and I've never broken it. I don't think it'll ever break. So it's a good investment, definitely. Jim has one of these also.
Yeah, we both have them. I have this little one. As you can see, it's kind of bent at about a 20 degree, 30 degree angle. It used to be straight up, so when Al talks about breaking things, if you've got light gear, you'll break it. Wooden handles, you'll bend them. So when this bent like this, I put this brace on. I made my own modification. And actually, I like this one too. It has its place. I got some foam on it so it floats, don't drop to the bottom of the lake.
Find bags. We use our find bags. They're mesh all through the whole bottom. We usually put the garbage in the big part and then put the goodies that we find into the small part.
Yeah. One of the things you find a lot of is cans, and they're usually filled with sand. So when you put them in here, because you don't want to waste a lot of time shaking and washing the sand out, it'll get out of the bag and it's not a problem as you wade around. I do a little differently. I got a little goodie bag that I carry to put all the goodies in. Al puts it in his pouch.
I put it in my little sealed pouch here all the time. But then sometimes you got to come to shore and dump the garbage a couple times because there is a lot of garbage in our lakes. But we like cleaning them up. And we usually do spend the whole day when we do get out.
Yeah.
Jim comes all the way from up north down detecting, so he likes to get a full day, and even if it gets dark.
we kind of have a circuit of about 50 beaches that we cover in the summertime. So some days we could travel 100, 150 miles one way to a beach and then back. That's not uncommon. We usually hit 3-4 beaches in that certain circuit that we follow for the day. So do they ever get cleaned out? Well, they get less and less, but they get replenished too. And the lake we're on, this particular beach, down the shoreline here that I've hunted it 10 years and we're still pulling stuff out of there. So it's like a park or anything else. It may get less and less, but it never gets hunted out. All the codes of ethics of land detecting apply to water detecting as well. You know, get your permission, take your trash, be courteous of the people, and you'll be a lot more people at beaches too. So it's important to be courteous and share with people, kind of, if they're interested, tell them what you do and show them a little bit of what you find. It's a good way to promote and present a good image of this hobby that we love. Things to be aware of when you're hunting a beach. We kind of, on a new one, we kind of, I guess you'd say, cherry pick it. And to some extent, you're always kind of cherry picking it if there's other swimmers there, because you don't want to be close to them. You try to avoid where they're at. So you don't work a real tight grid. You work in an area around and around them. And as they move off to a different area, then you can move in where they were swimming and check that area. It's the way we do it anyway.
Definitely.
You'll always have a posse of kids come up and want to help you dig and follow you around, and you can kind of educate them and tell them to go ask their parents to buy them a metal detector. I've done that a few times, and moms come and ask me how much they cost.
Definitely. And then another thing, you always tell the kids that your partner has the gold in his pocket, because then they all go over there and bug him. But
little secrets of the sport.
And then when we do find something nice in the water, like a ring or some kind of jewelry, we never holler out, "Hey, we got a ring, Jim." We got little signals. We always do this for a ring. "Hey, Jim," and then or this for an earring or this for a necklace. So we never say it out loud, just so you don't attract everybody over to you.
Yeah. Because right away somebody will say, "Oh, I lost that."
Yep.
And you know, darn well they hadn't. But and now you want to know about the finds. What do we find out there on the beaches? Typically, we find what you find on land, but I think you find a lot more jewelry. You find coins, you find trash, you find odds and ends things, lots of keys, people swimming with their car keys in their pockets, you find cell phones, all of which you find on land too. But the jewelry is concentrated. Elle and I have these display cases sitting in front of us here. There's over 500 rings in those cases total.
We'll also show you how to pinpoint. A lot of our lakes are really dark and you can't see where your coil is. So we have a little trick of how we pinpoint them, just so you can mark it and dig. Some lakes are super clear, you can see your coil down there and you can easily pinpoint it and mark it. But a lot of our lakes, even if there's a little ripple on the water, you can't see down in it. So that makes a big deal if it's windy out or if it's calm out on seeing your coil. We hope to have a lot more videos this summer. We're going to be doing a lot of water hunting, and we can't take, I mean, for these XP Deuses, I mean, they go so deep in the water and the sand. I've dug wheat pennies probably 18 inches deep that I've cleared out with other machines and then took the Deus in there and it found them. So I know it's a good machine. It goes deep and you can't wait to use them.
I got one thing I'd like to add. We kind of have friendly competition in what we find. So I think it was the first year Elle was water detecting with me. He says, "What's the most rings you ever found in a summer?" I said, 73. He says, "Well, I'm going to find 75. Yep. How many did you find that summer?"
111.
111.
111 rings. 38 of them were gold. That was a really high percentage, so I think that's really awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for watching so far. I hope you enjoyed and got a little bit of information out of what we've presented here. Thank you.
Thank you.